Some people never learn.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you, if you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
something
I'm
about
not
this
listening
story
to all
after
that
all.
blathering anymore.
Some people never learn.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
As long as I'm not involved.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Regarding the bridge, of course. We make sure that no beasts cross the bridge.
Have you got any advice for me?
Yeah, don't go in the forest on your own. Unless you're strong enough to fight off all the beasts. Make sure you get to the old camp. They're holding a pickaxe for you. Let me pass. Let me pass. Let me pass.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
Why are you here and not in the camp?
I'm waiting for a friend to return from the mine. He owes me some ore. I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
I've warned you before, keep your hands off. Try that again and you'll regret it.
You don't need that much ore anyway.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
That won't happen again.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Maybe.
Do you need an extra man?
You must be one of the new ones, huh?
Hang on.
If you're looking for a camp to join, try the sect loonies. They're not fussy about who they take on. We don't take just anyone, not unless you want to go digging in the old mine.
Who calls the shots around here?
Thoris is the one that makes sure things don't fall apart. He's right under Gomez.
I'm new here.
So I see.
How's things?
You make trouble here, you get punished.
What do you call trouble?
Most diggers pay us to protect them. If you mess with one of them, we'll deal with you. If I catch you rummaging around in other people's huts.
Okay, I get the point. How's it going?
You looking for trouble?
Where can I find Thoris?
He usually stands at the castle entrance.
Where can I find Diego?
During the day, he's usually at the castle entrance with Thoris.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
There was a time.
Must be something about that story
very differently.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Hi.
What do you want?
It won't happen again. As long as
What can you tell me about the camp?
I guess the most interesting part of it is the marketplace. If you're looking for anything in particular, that's the place to go. It's the place under the large roof, south of the outer ring.
that's really not
Let's
my
talk about
problem.
something.
What people should I know around here?
If you get into any trouble with the guards, go and see Gravo. You'll find him at the bathing place, near the castle gate. He deals with guys who get into trouble. It happens quicker than you'd expect, especially to newcomers.
I want to be a shadow.
Oh, have you talked to Diego yet?
If you think.
Yeah, I have.
Good. You just do as he says then. It didn't do me any harm. Well, not really, anyway.
That won't happen again.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages
Very
ago.
probably right.
What do I have to do to get accepted as one of Gomez's guards?
That wasn't very
You? You're kidding. You think you could just come in here strutting and get straight to the top, or what? Gomez has only the best people for guards. You're gonna have to work your way up like everyone else and prove your loyalty as a shadow.
Let's talk about something.
Do all the people here work for Gomez?
Nah, most of them are just ordinary diggers. Only we guards in the shadows are with Gomez.
What do the diggers do?
That's a good question. We shouldn't even really let those mud-eaters out of the mine. When they've been in the mine for a while, they come out here to spend their loot. Once they've squandered the lot, they go back into the mine. That's what most people around here do. You look like you're cut out for more than just swinging a pickaxe. You should have a word with Thoris, if you haven't already.
What do the shadows do?
The shadows see to it that Gomez's orders are obeyed. Most of them are common bootlickers trying to work their way up through the ranks. If you want to make it anywhere around here, that's the way to go. You do your chores long enough without failing, and you may become one of us. Once you're with Gomez, nobody in the entire colony will push you around anymore, kid.
Obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
What do the guards do?
We guard the camp and protect the diggers. We get paid by Gomez and the diggers pay us protection money. It's a pretty lucrative business.
You have to
How's
watch
it going?
what you tell
For you, you mean? Until you decide which camp you're with, nobody's gonna take you seriously, kid.
Same old story every time.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.